Capstone Assignment 2, Rising Temperature and its Effects on Arctic Sea Ice. The rise in planetary temperature has become a big threat to many different ecosystems, all bringing with them another set of concerns for both the ecosystem's success as well as the global success in the future. The Arctic region has had massive consequences from the rise in planetary temperatures. With the rise in planetary temperatures, the Arctic sea ice's normal characteristics are changing. The Arctic sea ice levels are always changing, but the rate of melting is always highest in the late summer and autumn months. Though studies have shown that since the 1970s, the amount of ice lost per decade has gone up 3.5 to 4.1%. There could be many causes to the loss of Arctic sea ice levels, although one study sees a parallel with the rise in CO2 gas emissions increasing, as well as the levels of sea ice levels decreasing. This study shows an interesting parallel that conclusions can be drawn from. Another issue with the speed of the Arctic ice's melting is the amount of active permafrost that is then releasing more CO2 into the atmosphere. These levels of CO2 have been trapped inside of the permafrost for years. With the melting layers of ice as well as the release of more CO2, the CO2 levels in the atmosphere keep climbing, therefore raising the greenhouse effect globally. With the ice melting quicker, the warmth of the water will rise faster as well. With the rise in the water temperature, this can and will vastly change the underwater environment. The changes of underwater environment could impact locals in what species they are fishing, as well as not overfishing a species that is already declining because its environment is changing. Resources for this assignment came from Chapter 11, Arctic Changes and Their Effects on Alaska and the Rest of the United States, as well as Chapter 28, the Polar Regions.